Hey guys, and welcome back to the game room. So, a package has arrived. I've already cut the tape on it. I mean, nobody wants to see a video of Dave undoes tape off of a box. So, yeah, this has just arrived. It is a Skeleton SEGA Saturn. So it's one of the This Is Cool Skeleton Saturns, which is cool. There it is. Looks pretty cool. They've also included the original cable, well, a power cable for it as well. Obviously, with it being Japanese, it's going to have a different connector to what we're used to. And because I did a cheeky little message to the seller, I said to him, look, you know, is the controller included? Initially, he said no. I left it a little while because I thought, okay, I'd rather buy it as a complete set. So I went back to him and I said, if you include the controller, I'll quite happily, you know, click on buy it now and buy this, which I did for £99. It is faulty though. It doesn't read discs. So I figured on this particular video, we'll go through and see if I can repair it. I have got a spare laser mech from a Model 2 Sega Saturn, which essentially underneath it all is what this is, which came out of a Saturn that worked. Well, it had issues, but not disc-related issues. It would play games, but the picture would jump around. So, yeah, I've got a spare laser mech that I could put in this to get this one working. And I thought I'd go through that now in this video. So, see you guys in a few seconds when we take the screws out and take them apart. Okay, so here is the Skeleton Saturn. The This Is Cool Saturn. I've already taken the screws out. So, front cover comes off. As it's basically like a Model 2, there's a switch there that you need to kind of secure in place when trying it. So, got myself my Japanese copy of Virtua Racing. In fact, no I haven't, because it's in my Japanese Saturn, so I'll grab another game. We'll try Virtua Fighter 2 instead. Let's give that a go. Why not? So I'll pop that on. And I'm going to be very careful about this. And yep, absolutely, as described, disc isn't spinning. The switch is engaging the laser because I can hear it going up and down. So we're going to have a look at see what's going on with that laser. So the next check that I would do in this case, so we're going to have to try and take the iPhone off this tripod a little bit here. This could be tricky. Is to focus on that laser. See if we get a red light coming out of it, which we don't appear to be. So that laser could well be completely dead. Yep, sorry that I moved the camera away for a second. But yeah, there's no red dot coming out of there, so it means the laser's absolutely shot. So I'm gonna have to get one of my spare Model 2 Saturn laser mechs out and swap them over, which I'm going to do, and I'll be back once I've done that. So as you can see here, I've got a spare Model 2 Sega Saturn laser mechanism that came out of a Saturn, a Model 2 Saturn. This one actually does work as well. The last time I checked, it was working fine. So I'll swap this one for that one. The only main difference I can see is this one's got a crystal there, and that one, as you can see in front of the motor, does not have a crystal, but the connectors look the same, so I'm going to swap this over and we'll see if it works. So I'll try and do this on camera. It could be a bit tricky to do. Pop the ribbon cable out of that one, and pop this cable out of here. And I think there's a screw as well that you've got to take out. Yeah, there's one here. So I'll do that as well. There's a little screw and what looks like a little washer that comes off. And then that, I believe, is all that's holding that laser mechanism down. So I should then just be able to pull it up off of its posts. Yeah, there it goes. So that's the one that is not emitting any light, any red dot at all. So swap that one out for the other one. Let's reverse the process and see if this one fits. The only issue could be that the connector could be either a 20 pin or a 21 pin, whichever way around it works out, and could end up being the wrong one. So one other thing I'm going to have to do as well is I'm going to have to swap over. I have to take the screw that's off this one out because it's already got one in there, and swap it for the one that I've got here. So trying to do this as best I can, so it's at least a little bit interesting to watch. So we'll take that one away, and we'll use the original screw and the original washer to put the other one in place. And then we'll connect the cables up and see where we go from there. See if it works with this laser, or if it will connect up. So this will be tricky. But there we go, that's now in position. So that cable, is that the same number of pins or is it more or less? Looks to be the same. And it goes into the connector quite nicely. You're probably not seeing that. But yeah, I've just put the data cable into there. Let's pop this one in as well. There we go. And I'm just going to pop the power back in. And just to make sure that this one... Okay, so this laser as well, for some reason, not sure why, this laser isn't engaging, isn't moving back. Interesting. Hasn't come out of the motherboard at all, has it? Just thinking maybe it's not making a good connection into there, but perhaps... No. I think these could be different lasers. Okay, so you'll notice now that I've actually still got the original sort of mechanism, if you like, but what I've done is this is the laser that was in that mechanism originally. I've swapped them out with the laser from my other working Saturn because these ribbons I think are slightly different. One of these could well be a 20 pin and one could be a 21 pin. That's another thing that's quite common with Saturns. And so this just basically wouldn't do anything when put in there. But thankfully the ribbons and the lasers seem to be pretty much the same, so they're interchangeable. So I've put that one in. I'm now getting a flashing red light dot, which I wasn't getting with the other one. Let's just be careful and see if we get a spinning disc. Oh, yes, we do. Fantastic. So, I've now got what appears to be a This Is Cool, which is quite a rare model of Sega Saturn from Japan. Yeah, it's all working. So, I'll put it back together. Well, I'll fully connect it up to my setup, and I'll show you it working, hopefully. So, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so moment of truth time. Does it work now? I've put it all back together again. You'll see the disc is spinning. I'll take you up to my screen by my messy setup that needs sorting out, and we've got to go through the clock because, of course, the battery in this thing's probably dead as a door now. That's looking good so far. Yeah, it's all looking pretty good. Looks sweet. And I can hear the disc reading away down there. Oh yes, look at that. Look at that. That is actually working as well. So a quick swap over of the laser itself rather than the entire mechanism appears to have fixed this. It's now going ahead and loading through Virtua Fighter 2. Yeah, there it is. Sweet. So another observation is that the This Is Cool Skeleton Saturn should have This Is Cool written on it, which this one doesn't, and it's also got a bit of a green tint to it. So I wonder if this is a Skeleton This Is Cool Saturn, or could it be the Derby or Derby Stallion Saturn, which I know that Daz Cojones de Loro has got in his collection, which if it is, I'd be even happier if it's a Derby or Derby Stallion, because that one's even rarer. But anyway, guys, this is just a very quick fixing of a console, a fixing of a nice, rare Model 2 Sega Saturn from Japan. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys again soon. And we've got some awesome Virtua Fighter 2 action on the go here. Thanks for watching, catch you again soon.